Hey guys, Bill Caskey, 8:30, Monday morning. We're live. I'm glad you're here. Send me a note in the chat. Let me know in the comment section. Let me know where you're watching from, who you're watching with, why you're watching. All those things are important. But I did want to have a fairly serious conversation today with you. And that is about you and your investing in yourself. You know, we live in a world where we are bombarded with investments that get 6.8% or 4.2% or the king of all 12.5% and Bitcoin. We get locked into this fractional improvement in our assets. And so I'm better than you, hypothetically I'm not, but in this world of investment, if I can get 12% return on my money, you're only getting 9.5, and look at my financial advisor. And I think that is the silliest thing, because when you think about the dollars you invest, and when we're investing either in stuff that depreciates like cars, or the stock market that returns us, 8-10% of our money, why do we get excited about that when if you were to invest in yourself, it would get a 2x, 5x, 100x return? We're doing a program, we're launching it sometime soon. I'm not going to talk about it today, but it's a challenge. It's a 5-day challenge. And I'm going to promise 100x return on your investment. If you don't see enormous value in what I'm teaching you at the end of the week, you can ask for your money back and I'll give it back. And it is a 100x return, meaning you've got to see 100x possibilities from what you invested. And I feel like, why aren't we always thinking about the money we invest in ourselves with that? When you look at the highest paid people, the highest income earners, they invest a ton of money in themselves. Almost unfathomable. Almost to the point where you'd say, really? Is that mastermind really worth $250,000? People pay it. You know why? Because it is. Because it is. So I want you to think about how you invest your money today. A couple thoughts on that. I think we were taught in school that to stay in line, to conform, to comply. You can't get out of line. You get written up on your report card and send it home to your parents. We even had a grade called citizenship, which was basically behavior. If you talked a lot, I always got a C in citizenship. I always felt like, I was average. I was pretty average in citizenship. But the fact is that I talked too much and I hung around with my bros too much and did stupid things too much. But we were taught to stay in line. Then we got into a job with a manager and we were taught how to succeed in that world. The problem with a lot of that is that the world that prepared us for is not the world we're in today. It's just not. We've got tools that are old, antiquated, worn out, rusty tools, and we still try to use them every day. And yet, modern tools are right beside us or on our phone. I don't have my phone nearby, but computer, and we don't use those. Because we say, but my hand fits that old wrench, that old rusty wrench that I could get tetanus from. My hand fits that really well, so I'm going to keep using that wrench. And I've heard people almost be proud of the fact they use antiquated tools. So my advice for you is, are you using old tools to solve new problems? Are you using tools of an era gone by, and the new era demands other tools and you have no idea how to use them? Like, do you know how to put up a website in 15 minutes? A web page? You know how to do it? Why not? Why wouldn't you know how to put up a website in 15 minutes? Now, I'm not saying a web page in 15 minutes, not a website. Web page. Why would you ever need that? Well, what if you wanted to shoot a video and send it to a specific group of people and you didn't want to put it on YouTube where there's 4,000 distractions and cat videos and dog videos and parrot videos? What if you just wanted to put it on your page where you had a calendar below it and said, if you like this video, I would like to talk with you about how I might be able to help your business? Wouldn't that be nice? How many of you have gone to school to learn how to create a web page or bought a platform? You can buy a platform for $100 a year that will allow you to make a web page in 15 minutes. But yet some of you say, now what would I do our company has a website. Okay, can you put your stuff on there? Well, no. they've got to have everything. Yeah, okay, that's exactly right. So we live in a world where the tool, one tool, not the, but a tool, is a web page. So that you can send it out to people. They can go there, they can click, they can watch, they can consume, they can set their calendar, they can book an appointment with you. Really, we don't have that? Some of you don't even have a calendaring software program, I would bet. Oh, Bill, we just go back and forth. It's okay. We call people up on the phone. Hey, if he wants to see me, I'll just jot on over there. It's only an hour. My time's not worth that much. I'm mocking, of course, and I know a lot of people who watch this do have calendaring software, but you'd be surprised at how many people don't. So the point there is, let's get up to speed, guys and ladies. Let's get up to tech. Let's use the tools of the era we're in, not of the era that is past. And I can almost promise you, if you want to get to higher levels of income, which I know you all tell me you do, you all tell me, I'll either get comments, I'll get emails. I get calls all the time from people who say, hey, you know what, I'm doing pretty well, but I'm kind of stuck and I kind of like to get to the next level and I'm making 200K now and I think I can get to 500K. And I always say, are you willing to change? And if I get stammering like, well, it all depends on what to change. I don't work with them. Why would I work with them? I'm trying to get you out of the comfort zone. But if somebody says, absolutely, I will do everything you say, that's the kind of person I want to work with. And that's the kind of person you should be if you ever reach out not for me necessarily, but a coaching of any kind. You should be committed to change. We've got to get comfortable with change. So hopefully that has helped today. I wanted to give this to you because as we start this program that we're offering here, one of the things that I think gets in the way is our mindset and our beliefs about who we are, beliefs about what's possible for us, beliefs about our income, where our income is and where it's capped. And I know I get a lot of people say, oh, Bill, it's not only about money. I understand. Usually that's said by people who don't have much money. But I also don't want to make it all about money. But it is about, if you want to get to ever higher levels of income, you have to take a look at all of the inputs, all of the things you're doing. And I know that we get, everything's fine. I'm making 1,000 cold calls a day. I love cold calls. There's nothing that quite warms my heart like a cold call. But we've got to look at all the inputs, because you can't get to a new output if you don't look at the inputs. And that's why I talk all the time about assets, do you have a plan for your assets? Do you even know what your assets are? You have gifts, you have assets that you've acquired that God gave you when you were born, creator, whatever you want. You have these assets and you're not using them. And then we try to figure out, well, we need sales training. No, you don't. You don't need sales training. You need to work on your assets. Anyway, I'll tell you more about that challenge when it comes live here and probably next week, first of next week. So hopefully that helps today. I want to get you thinking about these things. I don't want to always be on here lecturing you on how to change, how to do something. Well, here, do this, step 1, step 2. Sometimes I think it's good just to say, have I invested in myself lately? And why not? What's keeping me from it? Am I ashamed? Have I had such bad outcomes when I do invest in myself that I'm just over it? Do I have to check with my wife or husband or kids or grandkids or parents or boss to invest $25? If you do, you have the wrong people surrounding you. So think about investing in yourself today and think about some of the things that we talked about here. If you want to multiply your income, which I know most of you do, you've got to look at your inputs. Look at how you think, look at how you go to market, look at those things. And I think you'll find some holes there and some solutions.